He's gonna take you back to the past to talk about Linux, but no one asked. He'd rather not use Windows 10 out of irrational privacy fears. He'd rather use a Gen 2 Linux so he can brag to all his friends he doesn't have. He's the angriest man you've ever heard. He's the angry Ubuntu nerd. He's the angry computer Debian nerd. He's the angry Linux nerd.
You know, everything's packed up now, everything's ready to be taken straight out of this place that I can't even afford anymore. Everything's ripping apart, everything's changing, life is changing. It's been many years I've been doing this angry Linux nerd shtick. It's Christmas last year, really. It's almost Christmas again. It's been a whole year. And has any of it actually brought me forward? Has my life meaningfully changed? What do you think, Lobster? Wise words. Well, anyways, I've been thinking about this for a very long time. Maybe I gotta stop wearing a nerdy white shirt. Maybe I gotta stop talking about Linux, my anger about Linux. I mean, what is that ever gonna do in the world? Just maybe, I have to be an angry BSD nerd. That's right, Lobster. We're going to install OpenBSD and make a review on it. I'm no longer the angry Linux nerd. This is now angry BSD nerd. That's right, in your face BSD critic. Here it is, OpenBSD. All of the prospects of this wonderful operating system. Look at all the beautiful software available for it. We have the entire KDE suite of software. You can even run console. Look at that. It's amazing. You can do everything with traditional Xorg. It's got a minimalist init system. It's even got a calculator. Wait a second, I was meant to be the angry BSD critic. I hate this. This is terrible. I can't run anything on this. I try to run Firefox. I run Firefox after 5 hours of it loading. Then I go to youtube.com. I'm gonna search my own name, DenshiVideo. Open up one of my videos. And what's gonna happen? Oh, it actually plays back. It crashes completely of its own volition. It just crashes, alright? Because it doesn't even have the codecs to play back the video. That's how bad OpenBSD is. So take my recommendation, install FreeBSD instead, because that's definitely better. But anyways, that was me, the angry BSD nerd, and this is what I do instead of my job. So, yeah, Lobster, what do you think of that?
Have you ever considered that maybe your incessant need to change yourself in the face of external changes, i.e. the changing of your house, isn't going to do anything but get rid of your character and originality? Artificial changes, like going from a Linux nerd to a BSD nerd, are not reflections of a deeper change in character. Maybe you should just stop being angry.
You know? Look at this. This is ridiculous. Everything's ready to go, everything's changing. But what's the point of changing everything if I'm gonna change with it as well? I'm moving home, and I gotta have a different attitude. I gotta start doing things differently. And clearly this didn't work out. But how will I be any special, any different, if I don't keep anything of what used to make me so special from before? Maybe reviewing OpenBSD is a radical new choice, installing a new operating system every week, like some kind of roulette game, trying to switch between OSs and doing all this. Maybe this isn't really the meaning of life or what I'm meant to be doing. Maybe I spend too much time in front of computers. Maybe it's time to stop being a nerd altogether. Get a job. Maybe I will. Maybe. I'm going to install OpenBSD on the president's computer. Nobody can stop me. I'm coming for you, Biden.
And so the angry Linux nerd ran all the way to the White House and installed OpenBSD on Joe Biden's computer. Shortly after, he was arrested by White House guards and tried as a domestic terrorist.
he was found guilty of extreme free software abuse and, quote, not using computers the way you're meant to use them. He was sentenced to 8 million billion years in jail and never seen from ever again.